the mystery. Welcome to the great I am. Welcome to the family of the living and the angel band. Welcome to all us sinners and saints. Welcome to believers and to those who ain't. Welcome to the mystery. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the mystery. Welcome to the great I am. Welcome to the family of the living and the angel band. Welcome to all us sinners and saints. Welcome to believers and to those who ain't. Welcome to the mystery. Welcome to the family.
Here's what we know. We know that there is someone tuning in tonight who hasn't been to church in a very long time and who wonders if this one is the place for her. Here's what we know. We know that there is someone tuning in tonight who feels like a wretch in need of saving because of what he did or what has been done to him. Here's what we know. We know that there is someone tuning in tonight with something to hide, with something to share, with anger or fear or hope in their hearts. Here's what we know. We know that there is someone tuning in tonight who has a lot of questions about this whole God thing. That there's someone who is just holding on to their faith by their fingernails, and that there is someone else who has lost their faith entirely, but can't stop tuning in to dwell in this beauty and mystery anyway. Here's what we know. God isn't much interested in perfect people. We know that God knows there's usually not much room for God in perfect lives or perfect hearts or even a perfect world. We know that God's interest is in the ones who need God the most, the unbelievers, the faint of heart, and the lost. God turns the world upside down for the sake of the saints and the sinners, the ones who need to be convinced and the ones who need to be saved from all that feels wrong with their world. Here's what we know. God isn't much interested in perfect people. God is interested in you. So on behalf of that God, I welcome you to Old South Church in Boston, an open and affirming congregation of the United Church of Christ. No matter who you are or where you are on life's journey, you are welcome here. Welcome to this jazz coffee house with the Willie Sordillo Ensemble, where we throw the doors open to the curious and the convicted, the cautious and the converted, the faithful and the faithless. Welcome home. There is a lot we are unsure about in this world, but one thing we are sure of is that you being here tonight makes all of this worth it. So let us know who you are and where you come from by visiting oldsouth.org/jazz and filling out our virtual friendship pad. Leave us your name and your email, and we will write you a love note, letting you know how glad we are that you joined us tonight. On the same page, you will find a link to contribute financially to our ministries of justice, mercy, and beauty. Following the program, you are invited to log into our Jazz Social Hour on Zoom, hosted by our seminarian Thomas Mitchell. Pop in and stay for 5 minutes or 50 minutes and say hello. And finally, next week is that great Feast of Thanksgiving, and it is going to look a little bit different this year for many of us. Still, we know that being together is better than not. So join us next Thursday at 6 p.m. right here for a special Thanksgiving Jazz Coffee House. Bring your friends and your family, your pie and your turkey sandwiches. You'll be glad you did. Friends, you are imperfect. You do not have it all together. You are not quite ready for heaven yet, and you are just what God has been waiting for. So welcome to church.
People get ready, there's a train a-coming. You don't need no baggage, you just get on board. All you need is faith to hear diesels humming. You don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord. People get ready for the train to Jordan, picking up passengers from coast to coast. Faith is the key, open the doors and board them. There's hope for all among those loved the most. Some say there's no room for the bold-faced sinner who cares for no other, has a selfish heart. But who among us hasn't caused pain and sorrow? Yet God's love forgives, gives us each a new start. Oh, people get ready, there's a train a-coming. You don't need no baggage, you just get on board. All you need is faith to hear diesels humming. You don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord.
Tonight's phrase, all right. Let's break it down. All, adjective meaning whole, entire, total, including everything or everyone without exception. Right. righteous, upright, being in accordance with what is just, good, or proper, conforming to facts or truth, suitable, appropriate. Tonight's phrase is taken from George Harrison's song, Here Comes the Sun. Here's what I know. Music is a powerful medicine. In the midst of a fierce and raging pandemic, that song, Here Comes the Sun, is getting hospital workers through these dark, wearying, and perilous days right now. Songs like Here Comes the Sun, like the theme music for Rocky, are being broadcast through hospital public address systems across this country to boost the spirits of nurses, docs, and support staff. As George Harrison writes, it's a long, cold, lonely winter, but the sun will come. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Surely if we keep saying it and singing it, surely someday it will be all right.
Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I say it's alright. Little darling, the smiles returning to their faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I say it's alright. Sun, 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 here it comes. 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 Little darling, I feel that ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I said it's alright. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright. It's alright.
This is Everything is Going to Be Alright by Derek Mahan. How should I not be glad to contemplate the clouds clearing beyond the dormer window and a high tide reflected on the ceiling? There will be dying, there will be dying, but there is no need to go into that. The lines flow from the hand unbidden, and the hidden source is the watchful heart. The sun rises in spite of everything, and the far cities are beautiful and bright. I lie here in a riot of sunlight, watching the day break and the clouds flying. Everything is going to be all right.
Spirit, we are one in the Lord. We are one in the Spirit, we are one in the Lord. And we pray that our unity will one day be restored. And they'll know we are Christians by our love, by our love. Yes, they'll know we are Christians by our love. We will work with each other, we will work side by side. We will work with each other, we will work side by side. And we'll guard each one's dignity and save each one's pride. And they'll know we are Christians by our love, by our love. Yes, they'll know we are Christians by our love. We will walk hand in hand. We will walk with each other. We will walk hand in hand. And together we'll spread the news that God is in our land. And they'll know we are Christians by our love, by our love. Yes, they'll know we are Christians by our love. We are one in the Spirit, we are one in the Lord. We are one in the Spirit, we are one in the Lord. And we pray that our unity will one day be restored. And they'll know we are Christians by our love, by our love. Yes, they'll know we are Christians by our love.
Thank you for your presence with us this evening. We hope you feel more grounded and nurtured. And many, many, many thanks to the Willie Sordillo Ensemble for their soothing, comforting, and healing sounds. We would like to invite you to join us immediately after the service at the Jazz Coffee Hour to commune and be in conversation with one another. To join us, copy the tiny URL from the chat feature or visit oldsouth.org/jazz for the link. Now we turn to prayer and candle lighting and contemplation. We light this candle for those who feel all right, those who have navigated through hard situations to come on the other side and have somewhat made a way where there seemed to be no way. We light this candle for those who don't feel all right, those in unfavorable situations navigating hardships they never imagined they would be in. This too shall pass. We light this candle for those who can't even begin to fathom just how they're feeling. It is all right to be all right. It is all right to not be all right. It is all right to simply be where you are. May your light continue to be a spark of hope in this world, however dimly or brightly lit it is this night. Go into this night with peace in your hearts.